Vodhalla, y'all might want to look at that. Y'all might want to look at that. Y'all might want to look at that.
Picks here, but a different one than some of the ones we've seen previously. He's going to the Hattori.
Thank y'all.
Here.
Tap in.
Classic Phazon pick. We love his sword. We love his spear. I do worry a little bit about these constant shifts because I feel like there's not a lot of confidence in his character pick. He didn't get the ground pound on time to finish off that stock from Snowy. Did the GC neutral C to get back. Cody's gonna fall. Phazon, the only one, despite having very low defense, he is the last one to lose his first stock.
And this is wild to me because I don't know how Phazon makes the decision, right? It could be
Itham is Beanie.
It could be Wuxi.
What?
But we got Hattori, and I'm like, okay, like Hattori's fine, but I'm just a little bit confused about the thought process. I feel like
The fuck does that even mean? Bro, not now.
Pick I thought you'd always like start with, like we think Phazon, you think Val, but despite that, they're still trying to make it work here as Boomie and Snowy have been taking quite a bit of damage here, and we just watched as Snowy got sent down.
What does that even mean, bro?
Definitely seeming like
W scam.
Because the spear play was dominant in that, especially in that last stock. Got so much damage, found the recovery KO off the top. We're going to see the KO come in on the side of
Gerd, what is that?
Well, they're keeping that lead. They're keeping the damage going, and
Gerd.
Boomie and Snowy look like they're waking up a little bit, but they still have a lot of time to work with. Here he comes sliding in through, though, just missing. If that would have gotten a knockout, that would have been a much better shot. They haven't been taking as much damage of late, Sparky, though. It looks like they're starting to get that warm-up.
So something that we mentioned several times throughout the day is how game one sometimes is and both isn't indicative of the rest of the match. It's sort of Schrodinger's game one. It doesn't matter at the same time until you really see the end of the game. And you see building up damage on a Cody Travis, but he's still alive. Look at Phazon. He's actually now passed in terms of damage.
You are good.
He might be
fuck you, Anton.
Damage very soon as well, but that could lead to the option. Phazon is taken out of the game. Best case scenario, that's a 2v1, but it's a 2v1 against Cody, who we've seen not only in past history.
I don't get it. Itham is spinning.
But bro, we literally saw him today.
What?
Cody won 8 interactions in a row before he finally got hit. That's how
nigga do gotta pay bills.
He caught every dodge, every runaway attempt that Boomie had. They finally lose the stock, but on the side of the red team, something that did happen is they got Phazon down to his last.
I'm gonna watch it after this shit. Say my name. Tell your mama.
Snowy has not taken as much damage.
Say my name.
Send him off stage, finds the opportunity, goes for the ground pound, and he misses out on Phazon. Phazon getting back on stage, Flambeau.
Yeah, no, Phazon.
Yo, put 1 or 2 as not 7. Hey man, sub then. Somebody get that nigga a sub.
Get that D-light recovery, but he
you only worry about half G, man.
Out of the range of that attack. But now it's really anyone's game. You see Cody go for the end light, and that's going to be a combo into the Sair. Gets a KO on the left side in the time that Cody Travis is spent trying to make back to the stage. And now Cody has to weave his way through somehow. The ceiling is pretty high on this stage. So he's going to have to go for a horizontal KO.
You saw the neutral air coming out from the axe. Didn't send him too far. Not going to have a lot of variable force on that. Not a KO move. Cody has blasters in his hands, gets the side air. That is certainly a KO. Goes for the sideline side air and gets it. A Cody Travis 1v2. I don't even know why I'm raising my voice. That's normal for him. Why should we even be excited? That's just another day at the office.
We said it earlier. You said, oh, Cody Travis has got to get, well, actually, I said it. He has to get the best 2v1 we've ever seen because he was down 4 stocks this time. And you're like, well, that's not even an unreasonable act. He just
you like old school hip hop? Barely.
After we
I actually didn't watch it, I'm sorry.
Woke up, they had everything working in their favor the last few stocks. What
you niggas enjoying watching ads?
Niggas
kissing. What?
Alluding to Flambeau, he's been there, he understands.
Niggas is wearing Brawlhalla man.
Best in that situation to not crumble.
And also, like, being in a last stock scenario against Cody's blasters specifically, like, yeah, if it's Barraza, he might throw some stray Sairs, maybe a down sig, right? That can be a little scary. But when he's on that blasters, like, there's still no one in the game that plays blasters the way Cody does. And you have to, like, adapt your brain to the 1v1 mindset so quick in a scenario like that to be like, oh, I'm not just going up against blasters, I'm going up against Cody's blasters. And they did not have enough time to figure that out. The one thing I will say, though, is that Crystal Temple is a stage that most players don't like.
Appreciate that follow, Smokey.
But we had our game 1 on this stage, which is
bro, every man.
And we actually are going back here, to my surprise.
Boomie does not like the stage. I've heard him like say several things about completely disliking the stage. So
Snowy is ass.
This is being left open and why we're going yet again to this stage, but Maybe it's just Boomie thinking that the axe on his team is better than the axe on the other team. Oh my gosh. Less than 40 seconds into the game, and we have a full team wipe on the blue team. But I do want to look back just for a moment at that
What the fuck,
sideline
Phazon?
at the end of the game last game. Cody Travis, extremely damaged. A D-Light recovery, true combo, KO combo. Also, if you miss that D-Light, you're locked into those 3 shots. Bang, bang, bang. The side light.
Bang, bang, bang.
After that, you don't really expect him to always go for this.
But I don't know what the fuck wrong with his ass.
But he went for it.
Yeah, and it's one of those things as well where it's like, you don't think, like, you're like, a dodge here would be kind of obvious, right? Like,
Oh!
if I dodge, he's probably waiting for
No,
me
no.
to dodge, and then he's going to stare at me, so then it's like, he's not going to do the immediate sideline stare, and then you're like, oh, it really do be that simple sometimes.
Yeah, man, they
wish the nigga
got it back
would.
to even now, and something that happened a lot in the last game.
It is a fat L, bro.
Matchup that happened. You're talking about how nobody does it better. Boomie could not find the openings. He just could not. Cody refused to give it to him. But here in this game, it hasn't been the gauntlets on the side of the cross. It's still been the blasters that Boomie has now been able to make work. They're getting a lot of damage on here. Phazon Snowy not going down. Gets through the dare, and Boomie separating them. They are getting that damage on. This is working so much better.
That interrupt got me vexed because I saw Boomie got that D-Light. He's like, it's dash jump recovery time. This is my bread and butter. And he got stuffed on it, and that's what 2v2s is all about. Don't allow your partner to get beat up. But I'm kind of starting to feel a little scared about the Luke pick from Boomie, to be honest. The cross, the affordance there is the early KO. You're supposed to grab those gauntlets, get that N-Sig, and boom, you're gone.
I'm still hating on Boomie.
I haven't seen any of that. So, like, is
Boomie's ass, and if you like Boomie, your
I
ass.
honestly don't know.
Ass.
Think about like Boomie's
What happened,
behavior
bro?
as a player. He is one. We say this literally.
I feel lonely. We need more black niggas on Brawlhalla. Constantly is
He's
black.
willing to pick one character and stick with that character all
I am
the way
niggas.
until the bitter end or the most beautiful victory. I don't know if that's going to be a different option. LAN is a different beast. Boomie has grown a lot since the last time he's been at LAN. So I don't know, but honestly, I don't think he's going to make the change unless it's an absolute stop. Beautiful ground pound. Phazon goes down. Might have been all for naught. At least he saves Cody. And let's see. Who do you want in the 1v2? You want Cody Travis. So Phazon just gave his life.
No, I'm not watching the video right now, bro. We're watching the party. It's a watch party, bro.
Hey, you are popping off in your chair. That connected because you already just dealt with Cody getting the 2v1. Even with the life lead you had,
Put it in
it
Discord.
doesn't matter. His separation skills are so good. But once he got caught, finally poking his head above the ledge, not too much room to hide out there on Crystal Temple on the right side to try and get around that in the first place. Amazing job getting that game, getting it to one apiece. I seriously, though, have absolutely no clue as to who I can take a guess at who's winning this set because they are playing extremely close. This is amazing back and forth, even though Cody's the one that's always at the end. Boomie played much better that time. I didn't see.
Bro, I didn't lose $100. I lost nothing.
When they were out.
I actually gained a lot from that.
Versions were a lot more crisp as well. And Boomie, on the blasters, like, did a decent job, I think. I mean, Boomie's blasters are good. Everyone, like, when you talk about Boomie, the same vein of Sparky saying, they say this every time.
Yep.
Diana, Boomie.
It's because it's true.
They say it every time. It's true. The Reno, right? We saw the Reno come out and do some crazy things as well. So it's like, all right, like, this isn't to be like Cody Travis, Blaster God, Boomie, blasters suck. No, like, Boomie's blasters are, like, also phenomenal, but they're just very different, is what I'll say.
And that should also show you, like, when Ajax said that Cody was winning all of the blasters initiations against both of Boomie's weapons, that should let you know, that's a big clue to say, hey, that's how good Cody was playing blasters in that game. But you mentioned Boomie's blasters being good. He did 49% of the damage last game with his blasters, 299. He did 125 with gauntlets and 39 with unarmed. So still heavily relying on the blasters. He is not going to switch his character. I doubt he would on a victory, but they are swapping to a different map.
And we got the frog out too, baby. And you know how I feel about frogs. We got our boy from Rivals of Ether here to play,
That's
my boy.
true. Shouts out to Rivals. Dan Fornes, we love you.
Oh, man. But with that going, though, we're hopping right into game number 3, and we're seeing Phazon.
Bro, what's up with my...
The Wushang epic crossover skin, right? We said, Chun-Li, we've seen too much Chun-Li today. Let's go ahead and get some...
Bro, what's going on with my shit?
So far, it's looking like
Am I still alive, nigga?
Lose that stock. It's going to be Cody probably following suit here.
Why does Cody Travis look like a step your fame up?
Snowy gets sent to the side there.
Holy fuck, Snowy's like, Ghoul, why are you in here? Why am I in where? What is going on?
Further, blue team trying to go ahead and secure one
Nah.
of the red, but they're not able to find the blow. Misses the guaranteed conversion on the
Are
recovery.
you
there as well.
expecting your channel to have 5K daily views?
Someone we haven't talked about much over the past couple games because it's been basic activity. Is Snowy.
I don't know, man. I'm just cruising.
This game so far has been interrupting. He found the first stop.
I'm really
and
just
it looks
cruising.
Like he's playing much better so far. Boomie loses the first stock, but he's playing right in the range to try and interrupt.
I don't.
Right there, trying to get into the middle of everything, but Boomie took a lot of damage. Snowy is going to need to keep playing like that, holding on to the stock, hopefully to counteract this Wushan counter pick as we see him.
I want to know what the fuck is wrong with my PC. Y'all niggas can hear me?
Those 3 stocks.
Boomie's taking a lot of damage here in a second stock. Cody doing a fantastic job of still taking a lot of damage, but he hasn't been KO'd yet. Boomie on final stock now. This is dominating. You saw it on the top of your screen. He did just get shut down, but before that he was dominating. Ladies and gentlemen, that means on the first stock he got 3 KOs. That is all 3 KOs
What the
on
fuck?
the red team that have happened so far, Flambeau.
And that's what
Hold on, man.
Smash Cross is all about.
Network
Trying to get
error.
those KOs. Look at the conversions that's happening here from the blue team, though. Boomie is taking a whole lot of damage. Despite the fact that he's getting the KOs, he's also taking a lot of damage doing it. And that, you know, you only have one more stock to work with. So right now,
What the fuck?
Throwing out some down 6. Okay, beautiful. What? Hello?
Yes, Snowy's been boxing a lot more, and he's been trying his best to help out where Boomie has not been able to succeed in this game. The reversal side are coming in. Here comes Snowy trying to get the option coverage. He doesn't have the dodge, but he retreats back to center stage. I feel like he felt a little bit out of position. Unfortunately, you kind of need to go for that play right now with the way that Cody's playing.
He also might have been a little bit worried that as Phazon was going to spawn back in, who was going to be up on the stage by himself. That was going to be Boomie on final stock in red. So that might have been a tactical retreat to help out your teammate, possibly get a 1v2 or 2v1 situation now that you have a power play while Cody's over on the wall. But I think that was definitely a tactical defensive situation so that he could be there for his teammate. Seeing so many strong follow-ups. I'm looking forward to seeing Snowy's numbers at the end of this game. I think they're going to be very strong
fuck my
numbers.
stream
That
up.
neutral light from the middle of the stage, not even sending off screen. That's something Cross also has, is a lot of defense.
Can they get onto Phazon right now? There's the instinct that they needed, the perfect execution.
Well.
I was looking for it. I was like, this is your chance. This is the moment.
There you go.
He's respawning, and now we can go for the 2v1 combo. This is still very doable for Cody. We already saw him do it once, but if they set up one end light, this is why Cody is sticking on the side. If they keep sending him back
We
off
back,
stage,
baby.
he at least won't get team comboed to death.
Every single game has been this spot. We saw Cody win it the first time. He wasn't able to win it the second time because they got the immediate Yoga Flame.
They're smelling in the monitor
Cody is
through their
definitely
mask.
so well again. Here we go, getting the damage on, trying to catch him, keeping it going.
Wow.
This is a big opportunity here. Goes out a lot of damage. That
Cody,
is
shoot
exactly
the
what they
nigga,
need
man.
to watch.
Cody Travis, like, I don't know if he's just lucky or if he's just that dang good. Oh, no! Sent over to the right side, recovering back. Is there going to be punish on the landing? The side air misses. Back-to-back neutral airs. You need a KO move. Snowy, you got to do something quick.
You're dumb. You're dumb as fuck.
Cody,
You're dumb as fuck.
recovery, sending off the top, taking.
You're dumb as fuck.
Look at his hand on his head. He knows that he messed that up. He tried to catch him and accidentally caught Boomie, and he almost found the chance to get it. That hand has not moved. That is that stress feeling. It finally came down. You know that that was your chance, and you just went down 2-1 in the second. What else? I don't know what else we can say about Cody's ability to stay calm. And it's just, at this point, you expect him to win when he's in that spot.
It was a scary spot to be in, right? Both members were in red. I can understand the nerves, especially once you've done the damage already. Because one thing I actually want to talk about is the conversion that Boomie got, right? There's like a gravity cancel, like axe.
That nigga's so stupid.
He had to follow off of, and he decided to go for, I believe, gravity cancel side light.
Sandstorm would never.
Right? I didn't know what the option Boomie was going to pick was. I was like, are you going to try to gravity cancel side sig and just push Cody off stage? That's what I thought he was going to do. Because, you know, he has a whole lot of force on Cross. I thought this might be the play you make. But he went for the juggle and said, let's keep him a little bit closer, rack the damage up, make sure when we go for the KO and blow, it actually works. And for that Sayer to kind of ruin the hopes and dreams of that, you got to go into your real competitor mindset and say, it is what it is. Go next. You can't be hung up on it.
Cody gets the most winnable 2v1s, or in his case, from his point of view,
Yeah.
1v2s out of anybody
I agree.
in the game. And honestly, he wins all of them.
Yeah.
you merely adopted the 1v2, but Cody Travis, he was born in it, molded by it. He didn't see a 2v2 fair fight until he was already a man, and by then it was nothing to him. And he didn't even need it. The 1v2 situation, that's child's play for Cody Travis.
Well, Sparky, the #1 seed, is about to go down in 5th place, along with #2 seed. If they don't figure this out, that darkness is looking like it's creeping over here. We're back on Crystal Temple once again. Everything is riding on them getting something going. Snowy looked much better in that last game. Both was struggling a bit. If they can keep Snowy's success, they have a shot, Flambeau. But the way that Wushang pick came in and got those conversions, got that damage, and then Cody always holding it together at the end, it's looking rough. As we see Phazon go down with the first stock, it doesn't even matter because Cody still has all 3, so you still got hope.
Yeah, right.
I think they're doing it because he's the world
Cody
champion.
is alive, there is a chance. But for Boomie and Snowy, I mean, I personally would like to see this go to Game 5, so the fact that they amassed the lead already in this game. Crystal Temple has been so popular, like, what the heck? But as I've been thinking about it more throughout the set, one of the affordances that I think this stage has is the fact that this platform layout means
Eli is
that
dog
you are
shit.
able to, with blasters, stand on those platforms and occupy an aerial spot of the air with grounded attacks that you can't on other stages. So if you want to do a neutral light on that platform or a D-light on that platform, you now have all these options that you couldn't do before on other stages.
And that's an interesting dynamic because this map is very strong if you're an Axe player. Both teams have an Axe player on them, but now you bring the blasters dynamic into it like you just said. Who has blasters in this game? Yes, Cody does, but also Boomie. That means on each person, they have a strong weapon matchup on this map for the red team.
And Boomie finally catching him with the cider out the side to take out Phazon to miss all that. But Phazon's ability to break up some of these combos has been so good, setting Boomie up.
But they're kind of bringing this shit back, though, I ain't gonna lie.
This is so stressful. You can't make any mistakes, and you get caught by the double recovery. The red team has been kind of crowding each other a bit more often than we're used to seeing, because usually it's Boomie who's keeping the space, but Boomie is going to take a trip on his favorite rocket ship all the way to the top. Snowy, however, just fighting for his life on the side. Neutral light at least separates the two of them.
Now, you bring up crowding each other, and I think you're exactly right. That made me look back at the numbers. Looking at the team,
Yeah, I don't think he's warm yet either, bro.
Snowy did 84 team damage.
He's playing, like, scared, bro. And, like, slow. Look at that.
Snowy is doing more damage to his teammate himself than the opponents and his teammate are doing in terms of team damage total. So I think you're exactly right with that.
Coming down to the what could put.
Look at the numbers, look at the numbers, look at the numbers.
Final moments of this set. We have one stock on the
Help
board.
him!
Everyone involved. Phazon has the most damage racked up, but he's getting some hits on a Boomie. No team conversions. These separate 1v1s are going wild right now. You see.
No!
Phazon,
that was huge.
These games are rated E for everyone. He lost Snowy. He found Boomie. Said, "Your turn next." They kept it going. He still got all this damage, and they still have to worry about the fact that Cody, if they're both in the red, is gonna win the 2v1. So they need to deal with Cody ASAP, but Phazon has not only got that double KO earlier, but he's keeping it going here.
We are so deep into this game. Everybody's in the red. Snowy still holding on. No major pressure off stage on the left side from the blue team. They don't want to put too many cooks in the kitchen. There might be some team damage coming out. Ooh, Boomie's coming out with those side signatures. Oh, that's going to be a punish. Boomie taking out our Cody and Phazon. Gonna move on. Yes, they are.
Number 1 and number 2 seeds of Midseason Championship 2s have now exited the bracket, courtesy of one Cody and Phazon, courtesy of
W.
Nobody's predictions were safe. Nobody is safe in this bracket. And Cody and Phazon proving once again why they always deserve to be in that conversation with that performance just now.
Like
W.
There's part of me that whenever Boomie goes down, there's always a part of my it's like a thread. I was like, I'm a Boomie believer. But eventually,
L Snowy.
Past the like I feel like